We're live this evening from Lord's.
England springs a surprise on us all there, winning the toss in bowler-friendly conditions and sends the opposition out into the field first.
Too full, and it's easy pickings for the batter.
It just looks so easy. Gets onto the front foot and eases through the ball. They can just stand and admire that shot. That was a tremendous delivery. Fizzed through to the keeper. No more short balls this over. Well, that could have ended horribly, but very good, fast running between the stumps gets them home.
Good batting. Should be a quick single. No pressure on that run. A great opportunity to prove the critics wrong. A good innings will do the job just as well for them as for the team. They'll get at least one. Good catch, out!
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Siver just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Onto the front foot, super shot, should be 4.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease, just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
Super shot that.
That was seen so early. The timing was brilliant and that is stayed hit. Fantastic.
Playing all their shots in that over, a very expensive one. Brown coming on, obviously hoping the pace will cause some trouble. Drives it, complete miss.
Well, that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Great shot, great timing.
That was a boundary the moment the ball left the bat. Can't time that any better. Perfection.
Perfect technique and placement. Good fielding out on the boundary. That's right out of the middle of the bat.
All the way, got it right out of the middle.
Lanning, I don't think will be too happy with their bowler at the moment. Times that shot to perfection.
Well, you sometimes just have to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early, well timed, and 4 runs.
Onto that so early, almost on the up, and they might get 4.
Well, that was a very solid shot. Read the length early to get onto the front foot, and that raced away for 4.
Molyneux, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
Short and wide, did well to get some bat on that. Trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
Drives it, wild shot.
Well, fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled, and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock.
Good work there on the boundary.
Nice way to get off the mark.
Great shot, at least one on offer. That's too easy to pick up a single.
There's absolutely a second run on then. They're just being a bit cautious out in the middle.
Couldn't have played that any better.
That races away to the boundary. A beautiful shot off the front foot. Textbook stuff.
7 runs added there. England are 45 for 3. Campbell into the attack now from the nursery end. Misses everything.
Just need to settle down. The timing's all off. These deliveries are there to be hit. Just got to keep a cool head.
Absolutely middled that.
Well, that's a waste of a delivery. Absolutely no trouble getting onto it and dispatching it for 6. You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
Out! What a catch!
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
Wow, that's missed the lot.
Beautiful slower ball, no contact at all. That was just too good.
Nicely played.
Hit that so hard. Pressed forward, got the body shape right and launched it. One for the textbook.
End of a tidy over. Batting doesn't seem to be easy out there at the moment. Good pressure being exerted. Quick onto that in the infield. Looking for the quick single. Probably a good decision not to run in the end.
Thought about a single, decided against it, and probably for the better. Appeared to be well within the limits, and the umpire's called a wide. No interest on that occasion to play at the ball.
And gone! A brilliant catch in the slips. The bowling really fell away during the innings. They're going to need some partnerships if they're going to chase down this big total.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Don't need to do anything special. Line and length is the key.
Bit of miscommunication there. They got back in the end. It would have been a high-risk second. Not sensible.
Nice shot.
Hit that one on the up. A fabulous drive for 6.
A good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Good shot. A beauty.
Well, you can't fault that shot. Nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have been very happy with that last shot.
Just threw the shot too early. Oh, that would have been a very risky single. In the end, a good decision to stay put.
At the end of the over, Australia are 15 for none. Farrant, the left-arm pace bowler, is coming into the attack from the nursery end.
Oh, didn't get the feet moving, played down the wrong line, threw the hands at it, got nothing on the ball. Well, that would have been a very risky run. The right call made in the end. Just can't seem to get the ball away. That's the third dot ball.
Healy didn't seem to pick that one up and has worn it on the body. Ouch.
They were wise to the run there. Excellent call. It was off the pad and they got through quickly. Farrant with a superb delivery. Got them trying to drive, but messing everything up.
Good bowling in that over. Just the one run off it. Australia are 16 for none. Eccleston, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the pavilion end.
I'd say that was the right shot to choose, but timed it badly. Couldn't get the drive away.
Whoa, great shot.
It was timed well for 4. Gee, that was a good shot.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length around the top of off stump. Eventually it'll force a mistake.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end. For someone with such batting skills, this goes down as a fail.
No one's there to stop that. 4 runs. Great shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
Middled that one. Great timing.
That's just silly. The power on that shot is incredible. That's the sort of shot you want to see at a cricket match. That's a wild one. Nothing elegant about that shot. Just not timing it at all. Poor play.
A great over and a good chance it's finally swung the match in their favour. It's a long way back now for the batters. A direct hit and this could be gone.
Driven off the front foot. Fantastic cricket shot. Probably expected more there.
There'll be runs here. Caught. One of the easiest catches you'll see.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock. How clean did they hit that? Plays that immaculately with a straight bat.
In the air, looks to be finding open pasture.
Found the middle of the bat, great timing. Lovely front foot shot that's raced to the boundary.
Batter doesn't even have to move. Absolutely middled that one.
Well, that ball has been hit. It's flown into the crowd. To get that much power coming forward onto the front foot is just ridiculous.
Gone. Great catch, quick reactions.
The trudge back to the pavilion. A disappointing display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the pavilion end. Shot. Should be runs. Caught first ball of the new over. What a disappointment.
Well, was that a lazy shot or a good piece of bowling? And the field was set and they fell for it. Out for a duck.
Timed that absolutely perfectly.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, and dispatches it to the boundary.
That has gone very, very high. Might be safe.
Well, that was a poor delivery. You can't bowl there, and it got what it deserved.
Oops, that's very high, but I don't think anyone's close.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Huge! That's flown.
This has been a famous victory. For much of the match, we didn't know who was going to win, but in the end, a deserved victory, I'd say.
From all of us in the commentary team, I hope you've enjoyed the match. It ended up being